What's going on, all of you outstanding Outriders? My name is William, and first and foremost, I wanted to welcome you all to the new studio. The move was a long and hard one, and it took a while to get all set back up again, and no, you can't see it yet because it is not complete. Unfortunately, it's going to take me a little while to get everything soundproofed, primarily due to the fact that my old manufacturer is no longer in business. So in the meantime, I apologize if the audio quality is a little lower than what it usually is. But anyways, today is a pretty big day for Outriders, as we do have some post-launch dev news updates. If you want to read these for yourself, I will leave a link to all of this in the description below. All of this stuff comes from the Archon, who I will be quoting throughout the video. Quote, "As of today, the development of this patch is scheduled for next week, as we are using this week to identify as many severe issues as possible, fix them, and then thoroughly test the changes across all platforms. We are doing our utmost to deliver you a stable patch as soon as possible, and we are continually looking at ways to bring the patch release day earlier. This is why we are not committing to a patch release date, as we may still be able to release the patch before such a date. You all get the point, so let's go on ahead and move into the actual patch notes. Once platforms have been updated to the same patch version, crossplay across platforms will become viable again. Overall stability improvements for the matchmaking service, and there are a slew of crash fixes such as fixing a multiplayer crash that could result in client players having their inventory wiped. Fix a crash when completing the A Bad Day side quest. Fix the crash that occurs in No Man's Land when your language is set to Spanish. They are also looking into fixing the HUD disappearing in certain cases, bugs that interfere with players respawning in multiple expeditions, and they are also changing the default matchmaking settings from open to closed. You will still be able to manually change this setting to open through your game settings. This change will prevent players from joining games where the host didn't intend to play in multiplayer. It will also cut down on AFK lobbies. This will also improve matchmaking times, as the queues will be less likely to be overwhelmed by the sheer volume of constant matchmaking requests generated by open games. And specifically for PC players, they're going to fix a performance issue where the GPU is not being fully utilized. This should help with the DX11/DX12 issues. Now next up, this is a really big thing. They are giving away a community appreciation package. This is basically the dev team's way of saying, hey, we're sorry for the server issues that we had last week, and we appreciate you all sticking around with us. This is a huge thing, and it's truly appreciated. So basically, this is how you'll be eligible. All players who played between March 31st and April 11th are eligible. Your highest level character will receive a level-appropriate legendary weapon, a level-appropriate amount of titanium, and the emote Frustration, which is otherwise unattainable at this moment in the game, and the irony here being that it is unintentional, but it's fitting. So overall, a double thumbs up. It's an awesome gesture, and we really appreciate it. They did do a whole segment on inventory wipes and restorations. What it boils down to is, hey, if your inventory was wiped for some reason, it will be restored. However, they will only be able to restore the most valuable item tiers lost, such as epic and legendaries, and they will be unlikely to be able to restore blue gear, which I don't think anybody's going to be complaining about. There is currently no timeline for this either. As far as multiplayer stability and connection, have no fear, they are working on that actively. Also, as a side point, do not harass developers for this kind of stuff. Nobody wants their game to work more than they do, but unexpected things happen all the time when it comes to always online games. I'm more so surprised that people aren't expecting from day one there to be server issues or stability issues for at least the first week. Regardless, it is no excuse to harass developers, so please, continue to be kind, supportive, and patient with the Outriders team. Now, we do have a whole list of nerfs and changes coming to Outriders, which we will cover in a separate video that we'll be releasing here very shortly. But if you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date on all things about Outriders, then please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as it really does help me out and allows me to reach more Outriders just like you. I hope all of you outstanding Outriders have an absolutely awesome day as always, and I'm looking forward to seeing each and every last one of you in the next video very soon.